Hello Seekers, welcome to Lifetime Soul by Puneet, your one-stop channel for unique astrology videos, holistic lifestyle, meditation and much more. Do not forget to subscribe this channel so you get more videos, more content on something beyond astrology, something unique that I'm going to bring in this channel, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a video. So today I'm going to talk about Navamsha. The thing is that I get a lot of questions about what Navamsha is, which is D9 chart, how this is important for you, how crucial Navamsha is in your life. We will discuss that in detail. Navamsha means ninth amsha, ninth division, Nav, amsha. Now this clearly means that it is a divisional chart. It is a Varga chart apart from your main horoscope. So definitely it's not your horoscope, it's a division of it. It's a zoomed in version. It's only one sector of your life, one part of your life represented as horoscope so that I can get a zoomed in view, an advanced view. I get a proper, in-depth, specific to that life, to that part of the life. Considering Navamsha as an independent horoscope is a mistake because reading D9 chart without D1 chart is reading an incomplete chart without even understanding what the D1 chart is. Reason? Say for example, you have Mars and Venus conjunct in the D9 chart. You can't go out and verify because when you look up in the sky, Mars and Venus may not be together. The reason? That Mars and Venus are in different nakshatras in your main chart and you can verify that. So definitely you can't verify, so it's not in reality. Then what exactly is happening here? Mars, Venus or any other planet falls in a particular zodiac sign in a particular nakshatra. Each nakshatra is divided into 4 quarters or 4 padas. Each pada has been assigned a particular zodiac sign in return. This acts like a feedback system where the zodiac sign and nakshatra are intertwined and they are connected to each other. Nakshatra reside in zodiacs and zodiacs reside in nakshatra in the form of nakshatra padas. The zodiacs associated to the nakshatra pada is called Navamsha. Each zodiac sign have 9 padas of almost 3 nakshatras in a certain proportion, in a certain ratio, and these are called 9 Navamshas. The assignment of zodiacs to nakshatra pada is fixed. There is a chart for that, there is a fixed rule for that, and once you know which nakshatra pada your planet is in, you will know what is the Navamsha of that planet. Navamsha actually means the final standing of the planet, the final energy of the planet, the ultimate dignity, and therefore Navamsha is considered to be the soul of your horoscope. Now, soul is not different from the body, at least in this dimension. Soul is important. Navamsha is the ultimate flavor of the horoscope. What your horoscope is ultimately going to give you is defined by Navamsha, but the initiation always has to be the D1 chart. Navamsha cannot be read independently by ignoring the D1 chart. Because these are not the real placement of planets, these are apparent placements. These are the placement that indicates the nakshatra pada placement of different planets in your chart. You have 9 planets, each planet is in certain nakshatra pada. The energy associated with that nakshatra pada is what is called Navamsha, so it tells you the standing of the planet, the dignity of the planet. You need to connect both of them. There is no independent reading of D9. Similarly, you have D10, which is for career. Navamsha not only discusses about the strength of the planet, the dignity, it also talks about the dharma, because Navamsha means 9th division, it corresponds to the 9th house of the Kundali. It means the house of dharma. It means anything that is associated with your life that has greater purpose. And one such thing is marriage, because our marriages are said to be made in heaven, and Navamsha is the proof of that. Navamsha is therefore an indicative chart towards your spouse, marital life, how your life after marriage will be, and therefore in general you can say Navamsha is the second half of the life, but technically this is wrong. A lot of people say that Navamsha gets activated after a certain point, activated after marriage. Well, there is no button that can simply activate or deactivate. If you have something to activate something, you must have something to deactivate that, right? Is this possible? If this was so easy, life would have been a game for us. The thing is, when you're born, each planet have been in a certain nakshatra since the time of your birth, for you in your horoscope. Navamsha exists from then. Navamsha is in action every single minute. Right now when you're watching this video, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, till the end of your life, till your last breath on this planet, Navamsha will always be running parallelly, because Navamsha is nothing but one version of your D1 chart. Saying Navamsha is activated by that it means you are actually opening up one dimension of your D1 chart which was not opened yet. Not possible. What happens actually is, because Navamsha represents the soul, the final essence, you need maturity to understand that. The maturity usually comes with age. For some, maturity usually comes with marriage. Events after marriage can be seen through Navamsha, but second half of the life is not the real definition of that. The real definition is, as matured you get, the better you understand the flavor of life. Maybe you were blaming Saturn earlier for all your problems, but after the age of 30, after the Saturn return, maybe at the age of 34, 35, you realize that Saturn is the one which was the real blessing in your life. Now, where this understanding is coming from? Through your life, through the experiences. And once you experience, finally what do you say? Saturn is good for me. Now, when Saturn is debilitated in your Lagna chart, you see Saturn is exalted in the Navamsha. The position of Saturn in Navamsha is good. That means its final standing will be in your favor. And when something goes bad in Navamsha, it means the final standing will not be completely in your favor. So how do you see a planet on the face and the planetary energies, what is happening behind the back? Through Navamsha. Two planets together in Navamsha might not be together in the Lagna chart, but it means they are working behind the scene. You also need to translate the zodiacs of Navamsha back to the zodiac of the Lagna chart. Say for example, your ascendant is Cancer, but the Navamsha is Pisces. Ascendant of the Navamsha is Pisces. Then you will have to translate the Pisces to your Lagna chart to find Pisces is the 9th house. So if your Lagna is Cancer, Navamsha ascendant is Pisces, it means Dharma is going to be the theme of your life, because that's the 9th house. Your actual 9th house becomes the ascendant of Navamsha. Similarly, you have to follow for all other planets. You have to compare both of them, overlap both of them, and then you will come to a conclusion. And that conclusion tells you the purpose of life, purpose of existence, and the real definition of planet. That is why a lot of people with very good position in the Lagna chart actually suffer a lot, because finally in the divisional chart what it is seen is that the underlying energies are negative. So this is a level of scrutiny. You can go to multiple levels depending upon the accuracy of the time of birth. And then you will realize that it's like layer upon layer, and once you open those layers, more and more precise information can be drawn from your horoscope. So that is why when you're reading Navamsha, do not try to just focus on the D9 chart, else your predictions will go wrong. There might be few exclusive techniques crafted specially for this purpose. That is a different thing. There are different paddhatis that may use only Navamsha, but then it's like mathematical model. If you are using only D9, in very certain cases, you will have to use the very paddhati, the very process, the very method that is used to calculate. You can't use general method and apply only in D9 and forget about D1. No. So this is how the Navamsha is. This is the essence of everything. I hope you have understood the very fundamental core concept behind the D9 chart. And if you have, do share your views and come in the comment section below. Explore this channel for more such videos. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, this is your host Puneet. Bye-bye.